Hi, my name is Sydney, and today I'm going to be talking about the video about electromagnets. So to begin, what is magnetism and what are electromagnets? Magnetism is an invisible force that has to do with magnetic fields created by magnets that allows them to attract things and repel things. Magnets are magnets all the time. That's where magnets differ from electromagnets. Electromagnets are magnets that you can turn on and off whenever you want, and they also need electrical power for them to work. In the video, Phil wants to see how powerful he can make an electromagnet and see what he can do with a maxed out electromagnet. So to make an electromagnet, you need a nail, wire, paper clips, tape, a battery, and an on and off switch. So you're gonna pretty much take the nail and wrap the copper wire around it a bunch of times, because the more coils an electromagnet has, the more powerful it is. And you're going to wire the nail to a battery and an on and off switch so you can turn it on and off. The video also discusses how compasses work. Compasses rely on the Earth's magnetic field to point north. And a cool fact that they brought up in the video was that scientists knew of the existence of the North Pole since the 16th century, but no one actually stepped foot into the North Pole until 1927. And I didn't know that, so that was a cool little fact. So Phil's trying to make a stronger electromagnet. So he decided to use a bigger nail and I think 30 meters of copper wire, and he wrapped all that wire around this nail, this iron nail, I think. And he also used a stronger battery. I think he used it was a standard little battery. I don't know the voltage of it, but it was small. But for this one, he used a stronger battery and more wire, like I said earlier. And he could pick up all the paper clips he was trying to pick up the first time he made one. And then he tried to pick up a large nail and was unable to do so because the magnet wasn't strong enough, or the electromagnet wasn't strong enough. So he started talking about neodymium magnets. Apparently that's one of the strongest magnets that you can buy. He used a battery that was the same size as the neodymium magnets, and to make a stronger electromagnet. So to make this, you just you touch the wire to the top of the battery and to the bottom of the magnets, and you kind of wrap it in a spiral, and this will create something called a homopolar motor. So pretty much the wire just spins. And Phil tries to make a maxed out version of this by taking a bunch of batteries. I think he said 20 something or 30 something, I don't know. It was taller than him though. But he takes a bunch of these batteries and stacks them on top of each other and tries to make a bigger version of a homopolar motor. And unfortunately it didn't work. I think it just needed a little more stability, because 30 batteries stacked on top of each other, of course that's not going to stand out. So back to making an electromagnet stronger, he ends up using a 12-volt battery with industrial or appliance grade electromagnets. They have a lot of coils in them and they're a lot stronger than making one with a nail. So with this, he's able to pick up a horseshoe and the nail from earlier that he was not able to pick up, and they attached it to a table and a pulley system that measured the weight or something, and the magnet could pick up 100 kilograms, and he said that was more than he weighed. Then he started talking about ferrofluid. So that's liquid that's attracted to magnets. It reacts really weird though because it's a liquid, and it creates spikes when it's interacting with the magnet, and I guess that's showing the magnetic field of the magnet. And he made a maxed out version of this where the liquid was not contained in a glass tube anymore, and he had the bowl or whatever the fluid was in. connected to a dial magnet, so when he turned it on, the fluid got all spiky. And then when he turned it off, it's not spiky anymore. And then at the end, he, since the one magnet that was like industrial sized or whatever, it could pick up more than he weighed, he took 2 of them and turned them on and off to cross like a barrier, like monkey bars. Thank you.